What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I have even more spoilers for episode 127 all the way up to episode 129. Guys, this is going to be some heavy stuff, some big spoilers. I appreciate the view and your support, but seriously, if you don't want to be spoiled, if you want the remainder of this tournament to remain a mystery, then go ahead and exit the video now. Just real quick though, guys, before we get started, my name is Dooley. You can find me at youtube.com/Dooley, but you won't just find me. You'll also find a community of over 42,000 Dragon Ball Super fans, a growing family, and you are welcome to be part of it. You can join by clicking the subscribe button below this video or the link in the description. If you do decide to do that, then welcome to the family in advance. All that aside, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's hop right into these spoilers. I'm going to go through all the information I have first, and then we'll have a discussion about each episode. Thank you to Herms over on Twitter for these translations. The title for episode 127 of Dragon Ball Super is The Lumen Obstacle, Pinning Hope on a Final Barrier. This episode airs on February 11, 2018. I have two different summaries for this episode. The first one is Son Goku, Vegeta, and Android 17 face off against Jiren 3-1. But Jiren's fierce attacks heavily injure all three. 17 then creates numerous barriers in an attempt to protect Goku and Vegeta. But let's keep it going. Summary number 2 for episode 127 is Universe 7, Son Goku and Vegeta face off against Jiren despite being injured head to toe, but their attacks have absolutely no effect on Jiren, and the two just steadily wear themselves out. Meanwhile, after observing the situation for a while, Universe 7's Android 17 stealthily approaches Jiren. Okay, that's 127. Now let's move on to episode 128. The title for 128 is With Noble Pride to the End, Vegeta Falls. This episode airs on February 18th, 2018. The summary is Vegeta is nearly at his physical limit and now fighting through sheer willpower, but Jiren closes in for the finishing blow. And so, only Universe 7's Goku and Universe 11's Jiren remain in the arena. Before long, a certain change comes over Goku's eyes. The second summary for episode 128 is, thanks to 17 sacrificing himself to assist them, Goku and Vegeta have evaded Jiren's attack. However, Goku collapses from exhaustion, leaving Vegeta to face Jiren alone. And now, guys, we're going to move on to information about episode 129 of Dragon Ball Super. The title is Transcending the Limit, Mastering Ultra Instinct. This episode airs on March 4th, 2018. The summary is 2 minutes remain in the Tournament of Power. At last, only Goku and Jiren remain in the arena. Goku is stuck in a tough fight against Jiren's overwhelming attacks, but just then Goku's pupils start shining silver. Holy crap, guys, so much to dissect. Just so I don't start rambling in this video, what I'm gonna do to have some sort of structure is I'll start discussing 127 and work my way down. So the first thing that we have to note about 127 of Dragon Ball Super is it's official. Android 17 has been eliminated. It looks like the episode starts with Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren again, and Android 17 just kinda in the back looking for an opportunity to attack. But Jiren overpowers Goku and Vegeta, so Android 17 steps in, tries to use his barrier to protect them, but Jiren just powers through it and knocks Android 17 off the platform. That's crazy. A lot of us suspected that Android 17 would have been eliminated in 127, myself included, but here it is. This is confirmation. He is officially gone. Guys, let me say this before I go any further. The development of Android 17 as a character has been one of the most unexpected positives to this tournament for me. I never really cared too much about him, even in like the Future Trunks arc or the Cell Saga, but because of his performance in this tournament, because of how effective and smart and powerful he's proven himself to be, I am anxious to see what Android 17 does after this tournament. I am now officially an Android 17 fan. So yes, he gets eliminated in 127, but he deserves the rest. Hashtag good job, Android 17. That aside though, let me just take a second to note how overpowered Jiren is. The spoilers say Goku and Vegeta are injured head to toe, and yes, some of that injury did come from previous fights, but at the same time, it sounds like Jiren is just manhandling everyone. We're talking two God of Destruction level fighters here, Goku and Vegeta, and it says their attacks have absolutely no effect on Jiren. That's the thing I don't get, guys. I get that Jiren is powerful, but he just isn't taking any damage. No stamina loss, no real physical wear and tear. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, the final thing I want to touch on for 127 is Frieza. Notice that there's absolutely no mention of Frieza in 127. Am I crazy? Did Frieza get eliminated in 126 and I didn't notice? Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a second. For now, let's move on to 128. For 128, the big thing to note here is that Vegeta is eliminated. It says Vegeta is pretty much at his physical limit, and he's now fighting through sheer willpower alone. But Jiren closes in for the finishing blow. So that finishing blow is what knocks Vegeta off the platform. I'm really curious to see how they go about handling that. The second thing, however, that's pretty cool about this episode is that it says a certain change comes over Goku's eyes. So towards the end of this episode is when we will see Goku transform to Ultra Instinct for the third time. I'm actually pretty excited about that because I thought we were going to have to wait till 129, but it looks like it's actually going to happen in 128, likely right before the episode ends. The second summary talks about how Android 17's sacrifice is what allowed Goku and Vegeta to evade Jiren's attacks. So it seems like Android 17 may have played an even bigger role than I expected. It seems like he sacrificed himself for Goku and Vegeta to stay on the platform, which is interesting because remember, he tried to do the same thing with Toppo. An incredibly smart and incredibly selfless fighter. Hashtag good job, Android 17. Now, before we go any further, let's address Vegeta being eliminated. I talk a lot more about his elimination in my last spoiler video that I released about 8 hours ago or something. I'll link to it right now in a card. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go watch it because it gives you more information about episode 128. And I noticed that a lot of you guys were upset that Vegeta is getting eliminated. In all fairness, most of you guys were fine with it. You understood why it was happening, but there were so many people that seemed to be having a hard time. I saw comments of people saying that they're going to quit the series after 128 because they are so upset by Vegeta's elimination in this tournament. So going through the comments on that video, I noticed a couple reasons for people being so upset about this elimination. The first one is a lot of people expected Vegeta. They wanted to see a fusion against Jiren. Let me tell you guys my opinion about this. The first thing you need to know is I am a huge Vegeta fan. I love Vegeta. I also like Vegito quite a bit. But guys, we just saw a fusion in the last arc, in the Future Trunks Goku Black arc. Do you really think it would have been satisfying to see it again against Jiren? In my opinion, that would have been corny. I don't want to see the big bad defeated in the same way every single time. To you guys that are saying, hey, you didn't expect Vegito, you wanted to see Gogeta. Guys, Gogeta doesn't really even exist in canon. We don't even know if Vegeta knows how to do the fusion dance. They've never done it before. Plus, in my opinion, given the intensity of what's going on here, the universe is literally minutes away from being erased. It will be so incredibly awkward to have Goku and Vegeta stop and start dancing while Jiren stands with his arms folded watching them the whole time. I just can't imagine that right now. Now, the last complaint that I'm seeing a lot about Vegeta's elimination is that Vegeta always gets slighted. I'm seeing comments like Akira Toriyama doesn't like Vegeta. Vegeta always gets embarrassed, used as a warm-up until Goku comes in and finish off the final big bad. Guys, if this is how you feel, you need to chill out. Hashtag chill out. I could already feel the dislikes coming in, but that's fine. It seems to be lost on a lot of you guys that Goku is the main character of this series. I mean, seriously, what more did you want for Vegeta in this tournament, in the Tournament of Power? You wanted Goku to be the one to fight God of Destruction Toppo, get eliminated by Jiren, and then have Vegeta and Jiren fight the final fight? Or did you want Vegeta to fight and defeat God of Destruction Toppo, then also fight and defeat Jiren alongside Goku? If that's the case, don't you think it'll be a bit much that Vegeta defeats the strongest and the second strongest fighter in this tournament? How would Goku be the main character if that happened? Even in the Cell games, where Gohan was the one to defeat Cell, Gohan wouldn't have been able to do that without Goku. Goku was with him the entire time, coaching him. Goku even sacrificed his life to teleport Cell's explosion to King Kai's planet. This is a series about Goku. This is why you watch it. He's the main protagonist. It's like complaining in One Piece that Zoro always fights the second guy. Why shouldn't Zoro fight the top guy and Luffy fight the second guy? It doesn't make sense. That's not how it works. The reality is Goku has had this series on his back from the jump. Vegeta wasn't introduced to the franchise until the Saiyan saga of Dragon Ball Z. Goku has been here from Dragon Ball from the very beginning. Listen, I'm not suggesting that there's anything wrong with being passionate about your favorite character, but I feel as if, short of changing the name of the series to Vegeta Ball Super, some of you Vegeta fans are never going to be happy. I think diehard Piccolo fans or diehard Gohan fans would love if their favorite character could get a quarter of the shine that Vegeta always gets. The sad part is, in my opinion, a lot of you guys see yourselves as Vegeta fans, but instead of celebrating Vegeta's accomplishments, you're always stuck comparing him to Goku, which completely undermines the fact that as a standalone character, Vegeta is amazing and he's accomplished a lot in this tournament and also in Dragon Ball Super as a whole. Anyway, my bad for the rant. I know most of you guys get it, but I just wanted to address this Vegeta elimination comment that kept popping up. Let's keep going. The last thing I want to mention about episode 128 is that, again, there is no mention of Frieza. I'm going to discuss that more in a second, but for now, let's hop on to 129. So in 129, only 2 minutes remain in the Tournament of Power. 120 seconds. It says, at last, only Goku and Jiren remain in the arena. Guys, this is what is confusing the living life out of me. How could it only be Goku and Jiren left in the arena? Where is Frieza? At what point did Frieza get eliminated? Right now I'm trying to figure out if Frieza got eliminated and it just wasn't mentioned, or if they're just hoping we forgot that Frieza was supposed to still be on the platform. I'm guessing it's also possible that Frieza is off hiding somewhere, but if that's the case, it still doesn't make sense to say only Goku and Jiren remain. If you guys have any idea what's going on with Frieza and why these spoilers are talking as if he's already been eliminated, please leave it in the comments and let me know. The summary then ends with Goku is stuck in a tough fight against Jiren's overwhelming attacks, but then Goku's pupils start shining silver. Now, it's my understanding that this already happened at the end of 128. So Goku at the beginning of 129, we're going to get that recap and he's going to be in Ultra Instinct almost immediately. Mastered Ultra Instinct is going to be incredible. That final fight against Jiren is going to be incredible. Guys, the thing I'm most concerned about right now is where's Frieza? If you have an idea, do hashtag where's Frieza in the comments and let me know. Anyway, that is all for this video, guys. A very, very long video, but also a lot to go over. It's 3:30 a.m. for me right now in New York City, so forgive me in advance if anything is a bit off in this video. All that aside though, guys, thank you for checking it out. I appreciate you making it all the way to the end. Social media links to follow this channel, including Discord, are in the description. Hashtag Dooku. Thank you guys for all the support. Have a great day. Bye.